are Joshua, Jehoshaphat, Jeremiah, and Job, Jedediah, Josiah, Jesse, and James. Then there are Jaazaniah, Jacob, Jonathan, and Joel. Let's not forget John, and John Mark. And Judas, and another Judas, along with Judah, Jehu, Jotham, Joseph, Jonah, Jezreel, Jeroboam, and... well, you get the picture. No wonder I get confused. Enough about who I am not. Here's who I am. I am a woman, a wife, and a mother. I'm a stepmother, grandmother, daughter, sister, and friend. I take care of a home. I hold down a job. I write, I speak, I laugh, I cry. Sometimes all at the same time, especially lately. If you're a woman over 40, you know what I'm talking about. I try to take care of myself, watch my weight, eat right, get enough sleep, and drink enough water. I exercise, sort of. I get regular medical checkups. I get my teeth cleaned twice a year, and between visits I floss, at least for the first week after a cleaning and the last week before the next one. I'm just an average woman. An average woman trying to figure out what it means to live life, to have faith. I have a lot of questions about life and faith, and I've included some of those questions at the end of each chapter. Use the questions by yourself for pondering or for journaling. Use them with a friend, in your book club, or in a church group. Use them or ignore them. It's entirely up to you. Thinking is always optional. I'm just an average woman trying to figure out how everything, life, grief, family, joy, God, and cellulite, how it all fits together. I'm just a woman fumbling my way through the clutter, confusion, and sometimes chaos of life. Trying to get my act together. Trying to find the strength for my struggles. Trying to find my way home. Maybe you're trying to find your way, too. Maybe we can do it together. Those who know your name will trust in you, for you, Lord, have never forsaken those who seek you. Psalm 9:10. Part 1. Getting my act together. Chapter 1. Thank God for Pine Sol. Part of my problem, maybe most of my problem, in trying to find my way and trying to figure things out has been this. I'm not a very organized person. I am not neat by nature. I wasn't born organized like so many other women I know. My more organized friends, especially the spreadsheet-loving math majors and accountants among them, tend to think in neat rows and columns. It's easy for them to stick to schedules, establish boundaries, and keep things orderly and functioning smoothly. They're naturals. I'm not a rows and columns type. I tend to think in wide-open spaces. I seem to have so much right there between my ears, and in blobs and splashes of bright color. Don't misunderstand. I love making plans and setting goals. I love setting up organizational systems, especially when they involve flashy colored file folders, brightly decorated boxes, and gorgeous baskets. I love setting up a new plan or a new system. I just hate sticking with it for very long. New is exciting. Old is boring. I have to move on. I am not neat by nature. It's been a struggle since childhood to get my act together, and to keep it that way. My mother, sorry Mom, didn't help much. She cleaned our apartment on Fridays while I was at school or out playing. The finer details of the cleaning process, the how-tos of home maintenance, remained a mystery, but I grew up intimately familiar with the smell of Pine Sol clean. To this day, if I get just a whiff of Pine Sol, I think, it must be clean. I confess that sometimes I skip cleaning altogether and just swish a little Pine Sol around the sinks and countertops. Then, as company is ringing the doorbell, I twirl the Pine Sol-drenched rag above my head a few times before I open the door. Fools 'em every time. My friends have helped me over the years, mostly my blobs and splashes friends who have shared their own household hints for the cleaning impaired. Spray the front door with lemon-scented pledge. Anyone who comes to the door will assume you've been cleaning. This variation on the Pine Sol.